So the today question is 202 happy number. Write an algorithm to find a number and it's happy. So let's first understand the condition of the happy number. A number is happy um, by the following process. Starting with a positive integer, replace the number by the sum of the square of its digits. And repeat the process until the number equals to 1. Or it loops endless in a cycle which does not include 1. Those numbers for which this process ends in 1 are happy, and we have to return true if the number is happy, and otherwise we return false. So let's see example number 1. They given us an integer 19 and starting with a positive integer and replace the sum of the square of its integer. So the square of 1 and 9, and after sum we got 82. So again we will got the square and sum of 82 and we gain 68. So these two outputs are not 1. So again we will continue our loop, and again we find the sum and square of 68 and we got 100. And again we find the square sum of 100, we find 1. So this is so our output is 1. In this case we return happy, and otherwise we return false. So let's see approach that we are using to solve this question, and let's understand what we do if the loop is endless. So let's see. So let's understand by the example number 1. So they given us the integer 19 and we find the square sum of this integer and we got 82. And again we iterate the loop and find the again square sum of 82. Square of 8 plus square of 2, and our answer is 68. Again we iterate the loop because if we got the answer is 1, then we have to, then the answer is happy number and we return true. But in this case the answer is not 1, so that's why we again iterate the loop and we find the square sum of 68, again square of 6 plus square of 8, and our answer after squaring and sum so the answer is 100, which is again not our answer, and we iterate our loop. So again we find the square sum of 100. So 1 square plus 0 square plus 0. So after squaring and sum of 100 we find 1. So which is our happy number. So in this case we turn true. So let's see in case of endless loop what we do. So let's understand this example. The given number is 29 and we iterate the loop and find the square sum of 29 is 85. Again we find the square sum of 85, find the 89, and the loop is going and it iterate over the each number, and again we find the 89, and we have already 89 in our loop. So once the number is repeat, so it again repeat the previous number, and this is in this case the loop is endless and we do not found any happy number. So what we do in this case? So in this case we will use a hash set which set which contains the unique numbers. So let's see what we do if the number is repeating. So we use the set to store our numbers, and we create the set, and first we find 82, we check first if it exists in set or not. So if not, we add it in our set, and then again we check if the number 68 is exists in set or not. If not, then we add it in our set. So again we check, and we add our number in our set, and when we find our number, and we return our result true. But in this case, if the loop is repeating, for example, if the loop is repeating and we again find the number of 82, and if the loop is endless and we find again the result 68, in this case we check in set if the number is existing in the set or not. Then in this case we return false, which means the no happy number is existing and the loop is endless. So in this case we use the hash set approach. So let's understand how the code is work. So the is happy method takes an integer n as an input, and inside the method a hash set is used to keep track of the numbers encountered during the process. In the method enters a while loop that continues until n becomes equal to 1. Within the loop, it checks if the current value of n is already in the hash set, and if the method returns false, indicating that the number sequence in a cycle and will not lead to 1, making it an unhappy. Otherwise, the current value of n is added to the set, and n is updated to the sum of the square of its integers. And this process is done by converting the number to a string, iterating over its digits, squaring each digit and summing them up. If the while loop exists where n becomes 1, the method returns true, indicating that the number is a happy number. So this implementation is a common and concise way to solve the happy numbers problem in Python using a set to detect the cycle, and its time complexity is big of log n.